Hey, it is Kim. It is Wednesday, I think. Yep. So I'm just showing up today because this was my commitment to show up and show up in the conversation of what I'm feeling passionate about in the world today, which is number one, which is what I'm doing, is stop thinking too much about, like, don't go to the head, don't go to your logical brain. The logical brain has been programmed by the emotional brain. So without investigation, if you stop and think about something, especially if it involves any kind of apprehension, it's over. Not doing it. I love the 5 second rule by Mel Robbins because she really spells this out, that book. Watch her on YouTube too. It's a great talk. If you don't do something within 5 seconds, your logical brain, who's been programmed by your fear based brain, will just completely give you all kinds of reasons you should not do that. So I hear it. I hear it all the time. Hey, and so in my commitment, in fact, Joe even says to me the other day, he goes, "You're going to do a thing every day on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever." And he goes, "Aren't people going to get sick of that?" Because that has my logical brain already said that? Yes, a million times, which is why I've never done this like this. And if you, here's the truth of it though, is if you're watching, you chose to watch or listen. And if you didn't watch, you're not getting sick of it because you didn't either choose to listen or watch, or it didn't even show up on your radar, which happens a lot. And if you're watching, you can always turn it off and not watch. So that's kind of an illogical emotional response, like, well, aren't people going to get sick of it? Well, only if they, anyway, you understand. So what are you doing in your life where you're not showing up? That's the thing. Like, the message I want, that I'm resonating with and I'm actually aligning with inside me, is show up in the conversation, because this in and of itself is an example of what I'm trying to promote to the world, which is get out of the logical brain that's been programmed and get down to, okay, let's talk about breathing. We're shifting to breathing. This is why it's Kim Unplugged. So how you can, because some people go, "Kim, I get what you're saying, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do what you're saying. I don't know how to rewire." Well, that conversation is longer than what I want to take today. But one of the most incredible tool we've been given, easy, cheap, we have it. If we're alive, we have it. And that is our breath. And did you know that you came with this powerful tool that would, if people realized how to use it, my assertion is medications would be so much more minimally needed. Because breath, and if you know how to do it and why you're doing it, if you're approaching how to breathe and breathing in a way that actually, see, physiologically, your breath calms down. When you breathe, and breathe, I know you're breathing because you wouldn't be alive, but when you breathe with the way I'm going to just, in fact, we'll do it right now. Why don't we do it together? Ready? Okay, so you want to go find the deepest part of your belly, okay? That's where you can actually bring the breath up, and it will cause you to have a physical, emotional reaction. And when you learn how to breathe in this way, it's so simple. Ready? Just close your eyes to just stop your distractions. You know, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. But inhale, just inhale with me. Ready? Inhale slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale. In fact, focus more on the exhale. Actually get all that air out, 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 out. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale slowly. All the way out. Make sure you suck that gut in to get that air all the way out on the exhale. all the way out. Inhale. Singers, it's hard to follow someone that's a singer because their breath is so much more, they know where to breathe naturally. So hold it and exhale. So it's hard to follow someone that can sing because they've already know how to get to that deep place. My point is, keep doing this at the rate you want to while I finish talking about it, because already I do this a lot with my weight loss health clients, my coaching clients. Like, just breathing opens the door. This is when we're all connected, right? Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything is connected. Your body knows exactly what you're telling yourself in your thought. Why? Because it creates emotion. It creates chemical reactions in your body. What's adrenaline? What's cortisol? Okay, those are stress hormones. And where did the stress come from? A thought. 9 times out of 10, or maybe 100 times out of 10, or 100 times, 10 out of 10. You don't have to know math to do what I do. But my point is that everything is connected. So when you breathe, you're physiologically giving the signal to that survival fear-based brain that doesn't understand why you're upset. It doesn't understand that your children just did something horrible that you're not excited about. It doesn't understand that your spouse you had a fight, that your boss, you just got fired. It doesn't understand that you're gaining weight and you are fearful about it. It doesn't know why. Survival brain only reads emotion and speaks emotion, period. It has no logical connection. That's maybe helpful for you to know in other parts of your life. But when you breathe, what you're doing is you're actually calming down and letting that fear-based survival brain calm down. Now you can access the deeper part of you that you feel there's something more inside me that I can sense, but I can't access it. You're right, you can't. You can't when the emotional triggers are playing out. So breathing, inhalation, inspiration, hello, these are all inspire. They're all words that talk about breath. So when you access that tool, so easy. I used to have, and I do this still. I tell people, hey, every day, just practice, do 10 deep breaths. Even if you're crazy busy, you don't have to go meditate somewhere initially. Just get the breathing tool working for you. And then also breathing from the deepest part, because we're breathing obviously, but usually when we're stressed, it comes from here. You don't even know it, you guys. Like, when I have people do this, they go, wow, I didn't realize that my breath was so shallow. Yeah. And that's why you can't calm down the survival brain, is because, so how does this relate to showing up? Well, anytime you're ready to go show up in an area you feel like if the deep part of you is calling you towards, if it sparks any apprehension, anxiety, like even getting on this today was like, for me, and I've kind of been doing this for a while, but it was like, okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Is my lipstick good? I did put lipstick on, but some days I don't. And I have a call right after this, which, anyway, I'm just saying, you can have all kinds of logical reasons what you need to do before you show up. Just show up. Breathe, which I did before this call. Thank you. And don't fight that chatter. The chatter isn't going to go away. Fear is not going to go away. It is hardwired. If you're waiting for fear to go away in any part of your life, or if you're approaching the fear with an energy of, I'm going to show you fear. Wait till you hear my affirmations today. I'm going to, no, right? Like fighting fear with negative, like that kind of energy just feeds it more. That's why it doesn't long-term. It's not sustainable. You might gut your way through something temporarily, but honestly, you're not going to win because the fear part of you loves you. It's not your enemy. But it doesn't understand. It's kind of like your grandma with Alzheimer's. Like, she doesn't understand, but she loves you. And you don't just listen to the fear and go, thank you. Okay, I know what you're trying to do. Thank you. In and of itself, that will quiet it down, won't it? When you approach fear with gratitude, why the fear is even there. It's there to save you from something it doesn't understand you don't need saving from. And an idea that hit me the other day is our survival brain will actually kill us, ironically. So all that to say, I don't know, I've opened like 4 different windows in here. Hey, good to see you guys. Thanks for getting on and just listening to the crazy woman in the moment. But it's my commitment to show up. And the question is, how can this serve you? How can this information, go breathe, go feel or hear a deeper call? Like, wait, what am I doing out here in my world that's all about me proving that I'm worthy, proving that I'm perfect? Where am I running away and hiding in shame? These are the fight and flight messages I talk about. Where am I not showing up for fear that people will really know the thing that I don't want them to know about me, like that I'm not really good enough, that I'm not perfect, that I'm not worthy, that I'm not as good as them and them and them. That's shame, and that's exactly, pay attention to those emotional states and then make a new choice if you want to. You can, and it's actually, this is part of the rewiring to your truth. And the true self is quiet. That true you is not in monster energy of, can't get there from there. You're not going to find that peace, that love, that completion, that alignment when you're in this energy or this energy. Anyway, thanks for being on, and we'll see you again.